Today, I'll be giving you some information about Saw Bass. Saw Bass is the blueprint for movie title sequences we know and love today. Bass turns them into an art form that sets the mood and theme of a film. Before him, titles were plain and unremarkable, but Bass used bold graphics, motion, and symbolism to grab attention and tell a part of the story. A strong and creative title sequence can draw viewers into watching the rest of the film or build anticipation. There are many filmmakers today who still use his style as well as his ideas. Some inspiration and background information about Bass. Saul Bass was a creative kid who loved to draw. After high school, he studied art in New York and then went to Brooklyn College, where he learned from Hungarian graphic Georgi Kripis. Kripis exposed him to Bahan's style of Laszlo Mahalnyi and Russian constructive ideas. These artistic movements had a long impact on Bass's approach to graphic design and movie title sequences. He started out working in advertisement before moving to Los Angeles in 1946. There, he kept doing graphic design and by 1952 opened his own graphic design studio. He got started in Hollywood by making movie posters. Here's some of his styles and examples. Bass's style was strongly inspired by Georgy Cripps, for Yorhi Krepish, and the Bahan movement, which focused on keeping things simple and useful. Instead of using fancy decorations, the style used clean shapes and clear purpose. It aimed to make design easy to understand, practical, and meaningful. This way of thinking influenced all of his work. He believed that design wasn't just about looking nice, it was also about telling stories, expressing deep emotions in a simple and clear way. Some of his most well-known titles are Psycho, which is the black with the lines right here, Vertigo, which is the seeming like man and woman, the red title, and North by Northwest. Some definitions and images. Positive and negative space, which is using the empty area around an object called negative space to shape the object and add a sense of balance or visual attention. Example is the shape of the arms around the block and the man with the golden arm. It's right here, the one that has the arm coming down from above. Definition number two, bold colors. Bright, strong colors that stand out. An example is the bold light blue swirl that helps bring attention to Saw Blast Vertigo. It's more of, now that I look at it, it's more of a purplish color. It's a swirl that's swirling into the eye. It's a really nice color that stands out. Number three, contrasting colors. Using colors that strongly contrast with one another to make a bold visual impression. An example of this is in Anatomy of Murder, where he uses bold black shapes of a body against light gray backgrounds. Should be right here. Oh, it's actually right here, I meant. So, vertigo. Silhouettes are dark shape of an outline or someone or something against a lighter background. In Carmen Jones, utilize a striking combination of a black silhouette against a rose, which would be right here, the second to last one. Setting the tone, the overall feeling or mood of the film. Another example of this is Vertigo, with the vibrant red and green color scheme in the title sequence, perfectly conveys the film's theme of obsession. Foreshadowing, hints of symbols in the title that suggest what might happen later in the story. Vertigo, once again, is a great example because in the opening sequence, the swirl pattern hits at the main character's obsession, which shows the dizzying and psychological journeys that unfold. Definitions Part 2. Use of hands. Bass usually used hands to represent human action and emotion or conflict. The abstract arm in the man with the golden arm is a great example of this. He used the simplicity of the arm to demonstrate different types of emotions. As you can see right here, paper cutting, shapes look like they were cut out of paper. A great example of this is the title sequence, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Visuals are made simple and cut out of shapes that look like they were crafted from paper, which gives it a playful, cartoonish vibe, which would be this one right here. Transitions, smooth or styled ways of changing between visuals or scenes in a title sequence. Vertigo is a good example of this. The transitions between images happen smooth, swirling animations that mimic the sensation of dizziness and disorientation. Should be right here. Kinetic text, text that moves as a part of the design. A good example of this is the man with the golden arm. In this sequence, the text moves dynamically with the visual, creating a sense of energy. So, screenshot right here. The arm in the title sequence strikes down, and it's within the film. Incorporating text into the composition. The text is not just placed over the visual, but is integrated within the composition itself. The Anatomy of Murder is a great example of this, as the text is inside the body, like the arm here, giving some credit there. Music, vocal or instrumental sounds. Example, the jazz and West Side Story is good use of story build up. Contemporary comparison. In a 7-year itch, Saul Bass animates the title text so that it doesn't just sit on top of the visuals, it moves with the composition, aligning and flowing with the shape of the screen. Similarly, in A Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs end credits, the text interacts with background. The credits are designed to match the animation's energy, sometimes bouncing, sliding, or tilting to follow the action, as you can see here. This sequence in the film North by Northwest shows a grid in front of the green background, the transition into a reflection of a building. The use of the line grids and the modern feel of the transition into the building gives the film a similar feel to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Both films use clean transitions and depend on color for their film. North by Northwest using a cool green color and Cloudy using a bunch of bright colors to make a rainbow. There are still big parts of making films special. The two images below are similar as Cloudy uses these horizontal lines for transitions just like North by Northwest. In this title sequence, Bass uses an abstract arm with shaky movement in front of a black background. The sequence is very minimalistic and does not have too much color. The mare's arms and legs are also drawn in an exaggerated style, similar to how the arm and shown in Bass's work. In these two sequences, or in It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World, this sequence has an old school cartoon-like characters, especially with the use of the globe. Both title sequences use simple graphics to portray humor. From the Mad sequence, the little guy is carrying the goat and it falls on him. And from the Cloudy sequence, they use a big, silly movements and cartoon styles to create visual humor. For example, Chicken Brent dancing on the plate and then being covered by a top of some sort because he was a chicken and now he was dancing on a plate and then he was covered by the platter. This sequence gives a playful vibe with the different shades popping up on the screen. The different colors of those dots definitely portray and set the emotion for what is to come. This relates to Cloudy because of its use of vibrant colors to portray the happiness and upbeat emotion felt throughout the film. The orange slices and colorful pinwheel lollipops are arranged in a way that look like a kaleidoscope. The warm colors, the warm colors and textures give off a handmade artistic style, similar to Bass's work. In this sequence, Bass uses an appearance of a severed body appearing at different times in a gray background. The type style being inside the animated body part and not just being printed over it is similar to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Cloudy does this by placing the names of people and giving credit inside of buildings, signs, and also on food. Image choice and film plot. Both Saw Bass and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs title sequence use bold, simple shapes and bright contrasting colors to grab attention and reflect the film's tone. Like Bass, the designer uses movie text and playful transitions to hint at the story's chaotic creative energy. The film's visuals, like food falling from the sky, give a preview of the plot, just as Bass used symbols like spirals or breaking arms to foreshadow themes in his films. Conclusion. In summary, Saul Bass changed how people see movie title sequences by turning them into powerful visual stories that set the mood and hint at what's to come. Using bold colors, shapes, movements, and music, he made opening scenes exciting and meaningful. His creative styles and impact still inspires filmmakers today, showing that he even first showing that even the first few seconds of a movie can leave a lasting impact. Thank you.